So, good day everyone. This is a report, the lesson 12. What are the major population and environmental problems in urban areas? So, let's talk about urban areas and how they are shaping the modern world. An urban area is a highly populated region distinguished by dense human settlements and extensive infrastructure compared to surrounding rural region. But how these urban areas grow? So there are two main ways. First, through rural increase, where the number of births exceeds the number of deaths. And second, through immigration, as people move from rural areas seeking better opportunities in the cities. And now let's discuss the three major trends in urban population. First, the proportion of the global population living in urban areas has skyrocketed over time. More people are choosing city life due to its convenience and opportunities. Second, urban areas themselves are expanding rapidly with new cities and suburbs emerging across the globe. Third, however, a concerning issue is the rise of urban poverty, particularly in less developed countries where economic growth struggles to keep pace with population increase. So, the dynamic yet challenging aspects of urbanization and its impact on society. And at this point, so let's talk about the remarkable trend of urbanization in the United States, which has drastically transformed the way people live over the past 2 centuries. So between 1800s and 2011, the percentage of Americans living in the urban areas surged from a mere 5% to an impressive 79%. So this massive shift didn't happen overnight. It occurred in four distinct phases. So first, people began moving from rural areas to large central cities as industrialization and job opportunities in urban centers increased. Second, as cities become more crowded, many migrated to smaller cities and suburbs in search of a better quality of life. So third, another major movement saw population leaving the northern and eastern region of the US and heading to the southern and western parts, driven by economic opportunities and climate preferences. And the fourth and the last one, finally, in the latest phase, some people left both cities and suburbs altogether, opting to settle in new developed areas farther from urban centers. So this journey of urbanization highlights how societal needs and opportunities have reshaped living pattern over time.
Hello everyone, I am Rod Piparan, the second reporter of Lesson 12. Urban sprawl gobbles up the countryside. In the United States and some other countries, urban sprawl, the growth of low-density development on the edges of cities and towns, is eliminating surrounding agricultural and wild lands. Sprawl refers to something spreading out over a large area in an uncontrolled or unorganized way. So, the two example cities nga naga-face sang urban sprawl is ang Sri Lanka kag ang United States. Urban sprawl, it involves rapid land consumptions as cities expand and swallow up surrounding rural areas. So, the negative impact of urban sprawl is ang mobility because commuters have to travel greater distance. Sprawl threatens our green spaces, ecological habitats, and increases vulnerability to natural disasters. So, kung ang isa ka country nag-experience ang urban sprawl, kay ang ilang country naghahina pod ang ilang development. For example, kung ang damo nag-migrate sa ilang country, tapos magtaas pod ang population growth, mapektuhan ang aton nga green spaces. Kay kung the more nga ang gataas sila population growth, damo pod ang sila mahimo nga mga establishments like houses. So, ang mga animals pwede madamat-amat dula ang mga animals, pwede sila mapatay or pwede sila nga magamay dito ang ilang mga animals. So, kang kailangan nila sang antidote para maiwasan ang urban sprawl sa ilang cities. So, urbanization has advantages. Urbanization has many benefits from an economic standpoint. Cities are centers of industry, commerce, transportation, innovation, education, technological advances, and jobs. They also have better access to medical care, family planning, education, and social services than do their rural counterparts. So, when we say nga urban, so mas mapansin ginaton nga mas damo opportunities nga mahatag ang urban kontra sa rural areas. So, one nga benefits gidira kay ang kung mangita ka sa jobs, kay dali lang ka makakita sa jobs sa urban, unlike sa rural nga gamay lang ang makita mo dira nga obra, kag hindi na wala na kayo gapangita dira ang obra kay puno na. So, one gid nga nagahatag gid sang big opportunity kay ang urban areas. So, kay mapansin naton sa urban areas nga mas damo gid ang mga buildings, the more nga buildings nga ginapatukod nila, the more pod nga mag-hire ang mga manager or ang ilang nga CEO sang mga workers. Sa naman sa medical care, kay for example, kung gusto mo pa hospital, mas dali gid mag-access sa urban kontra naman sa rural. Kay kung sa rural ka abi, dugay gid ang access sa medical care kag sa mga social services nila dira. So, urban areas also have some environmental advantages. Recycling is more economically feasible because the high concentration of recyclable materials in urban areas. Central cities also can save energy if residents rely more on energy-efficient mass transportation, walking, and bicycling. So, sang mapansin ginaton, ang urbans ang pinakadako sa when it comes to recycling, because kung ang ginakuha nila sina nga mga plastic sa mga houses ginahimo nila sang, for example, sa mga monoblocks, amo na siya ang ginagamit naton sa karon. Ang monoblocks, amo na siya ang mga bangko. Urbanization has disadvantages. Most urban areas are unsustainable system. Most of the world's urban areas have huge ecological footprints that extend far beyond their boundaries, and such cities are not self-sustaining system. Most cities lack vegetation. Many cities have water problems. Cities tend to concentrate pollution and health problems. Cities affect local climates. So, kung may ara sang advantages ang urban, kay may ara po siya nga disadvantages. So, ang advantages naman sa urban kay lack sila sa mga vegetables, kag may ara sila problema sa mga water nila, kag sa mga climate dali lang sila maigo. Hindi unlike sa rural nga mabuhi ka biskan pobre ka. Sa rural kay biskan dra ka lang sa umamo, pero may ara ka gid nga kuhaan sa mga gulay, mabuhi ka gid, kag ang may ara ka man nga pangayuan sa mga malunggay nga pwede mo na sudanon. Pero sa naman sa urban naman kay disadvantages, hindi ka dali-dali dito kuha sa mga gulay nga pwede mo sudanon lang. Kung wala ka dito sang kwarta, hindi ka gid mabuhi. Mabuhi ka man, pero kailangan mo gid sang kwarta dito kay tanan dito sa ila ginabakal, hindi pareha sa rural areas nga biskan gamay lang ang kwarta mo, hindi tanan ginabakal kay ang mga gulay diri gatubo lang sa mga palibot na daw hindi pareha sa urban nga wala dito sang matubuan. Depende na lang kung magtanom sila sa pot nila nga para maghimo sila sang garden, pero kay laban abi dito sa Minton hindi parehas diri sa aton sa rural nga damo sang matamnan. That's all my report and thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Charina Espertero and I am the last reporter. So, life is a desperate struggle for urban poor and less developed countries. So, poverty is a way of life for many urban dwellers in less developed countries. So poverty in urban centers of less developed countries is often a way of life dahil sa mabilis na urbanisasyon, limitadong infrastruktura at kakulangan sa mga oportunidad sa ekonomiya. So, because of poverty, some people live in slum areas donated by tenements and rooming houses where several people might live in the single room, while the others naman live in squatter and city towns on outskirts of this city. So, next is the Mexico City. The world's second most populous city is an urban area in crisis. So, Mexico City suffer from severe air pollution, close to 50% unemployed, defeating noise, overcrowding, traffic changes, traffic congestion, inadequate public transportation, and ensuring crime rate. More than 1/3 of its residents live in slum called barrios. It is squatter settlement that lack running water and electricity. So, over past 2 decades, Mexico City has made progress in reducing the severity of some of its air pollution problems. So ang Mexico City is also experiencing a water crisis due to combination of factors including climate change, infrastructure issues, and the city's reliance underground water. Thank you.